Hi, I'm Simone, author of the Revelation Deck, and I want to take you through a reading that I just have done on myself. And I found that these cards worked for me amazingly. So to explain, the deck has 75 cards divided into 3 dimensions: body, soul and spirit. And a reading is based on the 3 cards. And I was just blown away at how accurately they put the finger on the pulse of exactly where I was at. So I began by choosing a body card. And these relate to a range of practical issues of life. And as you can see on the screen, I chose the strategy card. Well, that straight away grabbed my attention because I'm often thinking about whether to make some significant changes in my work life, and I'm also trying to decide how best to move some projects forwards and what's the most important. So lots of ideas were coming to me, and very much like that guy in the picture, I was still at the point of holding the chess piece but undecided on exactly what the next move should be. Maybe you can relate, perhaps you've been there. Perhaps that you might see a potential strategy, but actually taking the step you need and deciding what that step is another thing entirely. So moving on to the soul card, this section highlights an internal state of your being, how you're feeling deep within. And so I had selected the numb card. Now that card held a mirror to the state of my internal world, highlighting its foggy, cloudy condition. It reflected back to me that deep within I was in a place of stuckness, procrastination, not seeing clearly, with an inability to actually make a decision, whereby I might need to take a risk in order to progress. So although I had a potential strategy in my mind, I was at risk of abandoning it because of my internal foggy state. And so as that card rightly portrays, when you're like that, your inner world numbs down, kind of checks out, and the vision, the strategy that you have begins to blur. And so then moving on to the spirit aspect. Now the spirit section points to connection with the higher realm, with the source beyond self, with the spirit of life, with the spirit of God. And amazingly, I drew the power card. And as you can see, it's an image of a burning fire. And immediately it was as though it imparted to me a fresh motivation. I suddenly felt the universe was communicating with me. The Spirit of God was communicating with me, declaring a positive yes to my plans and my dreams. And I felt a new sense of inspiration and confidence to go forwards. This power was there so that I could achieve a victory with the battle of procrastination, with the battle of passivity, and an increased sense of power to push forwards and to take myself out of stuckness was suddenly imparted deep within. Now, reviewing these 3 cards, I knew what the message was. I knew exactly what I needed to hear. And it was amazing how they were speaking to me at such an intimate and honest level. And so the impact of this reading was transformational, inspirational. I received power from above, demolishing self-limiting beliefs. And suddenly there was fresh motivation in the place of procrastination. And so I began to take action and run with the new ideas that were there. So if this connects with anyone today, that's really awesome. And if you'd like to find out more about the Spirit Encounter decks, because we have other decks too, I highly recommend that you check out on our website. You can see the address on the screen. And if you would like to have a reading online or buy a deck, please do send me an email via the website.